Hi, I'm here today to talk to Jen Lillian, who is a marketing psychologist. Tell me how that works, Jen.
Oh, well, hi, Steve. Thanks ever so much for having me
No
today.
problem. My
A
pleasure.
marketing psychologist. So basically, I get into the nitty-gritty of my client's business. So it's all about understanding what my client wants in terms of their business, how they would like to see their business do and look like, and also to get into the minds of the person or the people that they are going for. So it's really getting to understand exactly the needs, the wants, the desires of both sides, really, because it's obviously a very good, strong working partnership and relationship between the client and also the people they're going for. So, business coach, yeah.
Yeah, and right now, with after the last 2 years and the way this economy's going, getting good at business has never been more important. Would you say?
Yes, very much so. And I think the behaviours and the attitudes of everyone changes anyway in any normal circumstance. But obviously, during the pandemic, people have just changed everything, the way they do things, their lifestyles, the way they do business. And to keep up to date and up to speed with the changing strategies and the platforms and the way people are and how they just run their lives and their business is just so important. So, yeah, for sure. It's definitely needed for people like myself to always keep ahead. It's good that I'm really interested and passionate about marketing, in this way to then obviously just help myself in my business, but also to help others as well, my clients.
Yeah, and you have a sort of a special focus or a special love for helping people who are maybe like holistic therapists and healers, and they're brilliant at their jobs. They're very
Yes.
natural at what they, put a customer in front of them, and they're absolutely brilliant. They can make magic happen in many ways. But marketing or sales, they don't consider themselves to be that, but they need to be that as well. And I think that's where you come in. Can you give us a bit of background on how you got to this place and the journey that you've been through?
Yes, no problem at all. So, yes, Steve, my journey began back in Shanghai, China, nearly 10 years. I'm actually 10 years this year in August in business. So, I started out like most of us do with a passion, an idea, and enthusiasm and energy. And I started out with my first indoor cycling studio. So, basically, spinning on the bike. I did run a few marathons out in China, but the pollution out there and the busyness of the streets, the overcrowded population, it just brought me into the gym for the first time. I think I was about 26, 27. And I remember just always in the gym being a bit lost, really. I didn't really like the gym. I kept passing this spin room. I thought, what is the spin room? Anyway, I went in there and had my first spin class, so cycling on the bike. And I was absolutely hooked. Absolutely enjoyed it. And I sort of call it my still do because I still spin. I call it my legal high, and I loved it so much. Set up a business, and so one Shanghai studio turned into two, and things were absolutely amazing. So we were six-figure earners offline in Shanghai, China, and was living the dream and traveling around the world. And we had a great reputation in the expat community, and it was definitely my heyday in business. But I was doing everything. So I was wearing all hats under the sun, as you can imagine. So, the business owner and the spin instructor, the team leader and the cleaner and the accountant. And yeah, after a while, after about 2 years, I started to slowly burn out, basically. I was absolutely exhausted. It was a very enjoyable yet intense lifestyle. And it really starts to impact my health in a big way. And because my burnout became my new normal, which I don't encourage, if you're burning out, make sure you take regular breaks. I started to experience the nasties of extreme exhaustion. And I started to have debilitating headaches, which I ended up ignoring because I continued working as you would do because your business needs you, right? And then I experienced like really severe dizzy spells, and it ended up being lamprothitis, and had that for 9 weeks. And basically, it was stress trying to come out and give me all these signals like, Jen, you need to slow down, you need to slow down. But I couldn't because people wanted their classes and the business really needed me. And I was a wife and everything else. And I really did struggle. So I was also hopping over to England as well, and both China and England, the doctors out there and over here, they couldn't quite understand what was going on. I was just having so many stress symptoms. It was just, I was a right mess, basically. I ended up being diagnosed with depression because, again, that was my new normal. And I thought, God, I really, really need to change my lifestyle. It's obviously not served me well anymore, doing the things the way I was doing. So then I then learned the power of becoming a digital online marketer as I was becoming a mum in 2014 straight 2015. I couldn't physically be in two places at once. So in 2014, more so, I learned the power of ClickFunnels and Facebook marketing and advertising, and how to build campaigns. Even though we were using Facebook out there in Shanghai, China, it was quite difficult to actually use Facebook. But anyway, we were just basically spending all the time using all these powerful strategies at hand for anyone. Anyone can use and utilize. And it really just transforms my lifestyle, my business working lifestyle, because I could then, for the first time, take a step back and see my business run not in a fully automated way, because you have to still manage your business, but it really just took the pressure off my shoulders. I was really walking around with heavy shoulders for a long time. And yeah, and now I'm just helping others now, because burnout is not pretty. And if anyone is experiencing burnout due to business, exhaustion, then I do feel for you. It's quite hard to overcome. So I obviously recommend that you avoid that by
Yeah. It's quite good that you've had that experience, though, isn't it? Because you've learned a lot from that, and
Yes.
as you say, you don't want other people to get to there. So your courses and your guidance and your coaching helps them to avoid these pitfalls.
Yes, for sure, because I think it's just not your fault. We don't know what we don't know, and there are definitely many ways of running a business, but I know how not to run a business. If you feel you are wearing many hats right now, I would like to let you know there are other ways of serving your clients and yourself by using and utilizing the online marketing strategies that are out there that you can obviously help you with. So it's very important to obviously know and understand who you're going for, and just basically, if you can move a part of your business online, then do it. I think it's just the way the world is going right now. Going online, I think, is so important now. It's just the way of doing business, for sure. So
That's right, and people are not naturally good. I mean, you mentioned something there, ClickFunnels, and I've been in marketing a long, long time. I've spent fortunes on marketing, and I love the online world. And I think people learning how to, as you say, move some of their business online
yeah.
is absolutely essential these days.
Very much so. So when I was doing things offline with my offline indoor cycling studios, even though we could see it working because of we were experiencing the money coming in and the satisfaction and everything, it felt successful. You can't measure that success if it's all done offline. You can't measure joint ventures that come through, and you can't measure flying on the streets. It's not very tangible at all. So when you've got things online, there are ways that you can measure the data that's coming through, the way you can read the data that's coming through, and then you can make those decisions, and it becomes more sustainable. So then you're not worrying about how much money you're going to make next month, because you can actually calculate how much money you can make month on month if you do have these online digital marketing strategies in place in your business.
That's it. So it's a little boost for their business. These automated models, they're like unpaid workers, aren't they? They're working 24 hours a day for you, aren't they? They're like little robots.
That is how Russell Brunson pretty much describes ClickFunnels. I mean, there are softwares out there, but ClickFunnels I've been using since 2014. And if you've got a sales team, you can, I don't want to say goodbye to your sales team, but you can literally move your sales team and just have one funnel in place. And that will pretty much do, I would say, 75–80% of the heavy lifting for you when it comes to your marketing.
And it's all really about lead or sale generation, isn't it? Do you help coach them in terms of what they do when they get a lead as well? Can you get them to improve their presentation or their strike rate with leads as well?
Yeah, sure. So again, many moving parts. You can see there's levers in your business. So again, with knowing your numbers are not usually sexy for most of us, but I've learned to really love numbers in my business. when you know your KPIs and you're not quite hitting them, you can just make a few tweaks here and there to get the whole system working again. That's the power of, again, going online and knowing exactly where you are at any one time. So you can forecast the months ahead when it comes to income. You can also plan a holiday should you want to take a couple of weeks off. Most of us do like to enjoy a 2-week break off at Christmas and New Year. You can just maybe tone down the amount of money you're maybe putting into campaign. That sort of thing. It makes your life more flexible and more enjoyable because you can make these tweaks here and there. And again, knowing your numbers in your business makes it a business and more enjoyable for you as a business owner because you'll know where you're at any one time.
So it's taking advantage of these technologies and not having to break your teeth on it and spend fortunes learning the hard way, or discovering it yourself. You've been there, done that. They're tapping into your knowledge. They're able to, for a small amount, buy into the training and the success that you've had and learn from that. So I'm going to call up your website just now. So tell me a bit about how the jenlillian.com website works and the sort of offer that you've got for groups like ours, and how someone who might be like a holistic therapist who might want to say, I'm really good at my job, I just need 30% more customers and I've got a great life. So how would that work in practice?
Yeah, great. So basically, I do help spiritual coaches, therapists, and healers position their spiritual gifts because I feel like you guys are here to make amazing, good work in the world, and you are here to help others in your own powerful way. And it's basically positioning those spiritual gifts that you have to help others in a way that's easy for you as well, to make more impact and be soulful and to have more fulfillment in your business. So depending on where you are, because it is a big learning curve, you might be in business for a while now and you're still not quite getting results, you might be quite new. If you were to go onto the homepage, I help you basically understand through 9 steps, the 9-step process on how to build a 6-figure online coaching business. And for £7, you can indulge into a 32-minute training and a roadmap, and I walk you through the 9-step process. So you can actually use that to see if you have maybe some missing steps in your business right now, and you can literally use information and plug and play what you might be missing for the extra results. And then if you want to, there's further self-study in terms of an online course, and there's information on my website there about the course as well. Or I can, depending on where you are, I can help you and also do a done for you service as well. So if you are wanting a quick turnaround, or you just don't have the capacity to be learning all this stuff from the inside out, people like myself, and there are amazing business coaches out there as well, we can help you, obviously just help you get the results that you're looking for, because this does take time to learn sometimes.
Yeah, and that £7. So tell me about that course then. So you've got courses that they can tap into. Tell me about the course and where they would access some of the course material and how they would connect with yourself. And
if you were to scroll down, Steve, there's a button, and maybe if you were to press, if you scroll down, yes to success, if you just press it. So here would to a page for the roadmap training for £7. Once it loads up, that's it. And if you were to click that button there, but for £7, you get to know the 9-step process on how to build the online coaching business. And then onward from that, if you like the upsell, there's a course on there as well, which goes into more detail for £47. And I walk you through again the importance of your message. I've got it here. Your message, building or enhancing your already existing mindset, because mindset is key. I also walk you through your leads magnet, but what I like to call a magnetic gift. So what you were basically presenting and putting forward to the niche that you want to go for. That more done for you stuff when it comes to the system, because I call it the built to last system. The funnel, the messenger bots, and also the Facebook group. I actually help my high-paying clients with that. So these are like some of your assets online that you can, switch on, switch off with Facebook advertising or YouTube, depending on what it is what you want to do. But if you are doing things organically, you can still take the information from the course, and you can implement organic strategies as well, meaning free, ways of advertising your business if you are online with your services.
Excellent. And that's really like a typical loss leader from a marketing point of view. You're getting them in the door. You want them to see, you're going to put your money where your mouth is, and you're going to let them try technically before they buy, because it's £7. They're not going to go broke. But that gives them a taster. Now they're in the system. Now they can get a taste. £7, try something, and then see what the other courses are from there. You're there to help them all the time. And ultimately, they can make the right decisions and get to a good place much faster than they would if they were trying to do this themselves.
Yes, for sure. So depending on where you are, that there's information and services I can help with. And if you want fast results, if you just want to maybe dip your toe, at least you then can see what the 9-step process is when it comes to building a successful online coaching business.
Okay, well, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you today. Thank you very much for that. We hope that lots and lots of people get in touch with you and start this process and start making this technology work. You don't need to, you don't need to be good with technology to make technology work for you, and that's where you come in. So thank you, Jen. You're doing a great job, and it's much appreciated. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much, Steve, and to you. Thank you.